Some of you are looking very handsome. Okay. Okay. Guys, what a wonderful lecture we have today. And I was expecting around 200, 143. I can see the screen have joined 143. Soon there will be 200. As you know, my style of functioning, I would like everyone to switch on the camera, but switch off the mic. Is that understood? I don't like anybody without, because I like to see people. Or Nikhil, you are there. Some of my candidates are always there. I can see a girl again here. Last time she had asked the question. I can see so many guys here whom I know now by face. That's that's very interesting to know people by face. Guys, for you, see, I'm there always 3 to 4 times in a month, taking a free class for you, as you know. And Aray, you are also there, my friend from Chandigarh. You are always there, yeah.
Yes, sir.
ऐसा लगा तुमको देख के करणदीप ऐसा लगता ना तुमने यहीं पर धरना दे रखा है. I always find you here, so that's pretty interesting. So guys, a lot of doubts. I always ask my candidates, what shall I take next time? What shall I take next time? And my Bhati, who must be here, tells me this, sir, they want to know about the OLQs. I must have said, yaar, मैंने इतने videos बना दिए उसमें, still people want to know about the OLQs. Don't worry, today I am going to clarify all your doubts. After this, you will not ask for the OLQs, okay? You only will say, I have those OLQs to clear the SSB. Is that understood?
Are you preparing for defense written exams like NDA, CDS, AFCAT or Sainik School Entrance Exam? Join our written exam preparation courses, practice mock tests and get expert mentor support. Call us at 725-940-7111.
So guys, now, what is this OLQ? Why we keep talking about it? Why the armed forces lays so much of interest in these officer-like qualities? Why this is the basis of selection. It is the basis of selection. Why the entire marking system is based on your OLQs. Why do you think not only the interviewing officer, the GTO, the psychologist, all three of us are only checking one thing. That's your officer-like qualities. See this. You will be wondering, yeah, the GTO is checking you in the ground. The psychologist is, assessing your personality through a number of those psychological tests. Yet, all the three of us are looking for the officer-like qualities in your personality. Why it is so? You should ask this question first. I will answer this question, okay? Guys, every job has a job requirement. Some of you are already working in the corporates. If you join a corporate, what is the corporate needs? They need experts in that particular field. If it's a programmer, they need a programmer. If they want marketing, they need a marketing expert who has had some experience in that. Similarly, the corporates have a different domains. For every job has a different requirement. And mind you, besides some general things, they will be mainly checking that expertise in you, whether you really have that desired domain knowledge or not. Do you have that domain experience or not? Yes, your managerial skills will come into play. Now, you go to the civil services. Whole testing process is based on the knowledge, because the written test cracking itself is your power of written expression, your knowledge, how you answer within that time. It is basically academic focus. Focus is on academics and your knowledge. See that their requirement is different. Because whatever they may do, yes, they are also doing a lot of leadership and management, but mainly their job is related to the office. They are managing things while sitting in the office. Whereas you'll find, what is the army officer's job? Basically, you are selecting a leader, guys. A leader who will lead the men in action. Look at this. Men in action, whether he may be Corps of Engineers or Corps of Signals, besides the equipment may be there very, very important in certain branches of the army, like the Corps of Signals, Corps of EME, Corps of Signals, Corps of Engineers. But ultimately, it is the human beings, it is the body of men which are being commanded. Now look at this. What does the body of men require? They need exemplary leadership, guys. If the leadership is not exemplary, then obviously nobody is going to follow that leader. That leader will not be able to produce the desired result if his presence doesn't make a difference among the troops. The troops have to feel, yes, he's our leader. He will lead us into action by leading from the front. He will set an example. He will follow whatever he says first. He will implement these orders first himself on himself. Look at this. So you need leaders. Leaders of what kind? Who are leading men into action. Leaders who focus on a particular goal and achieve that at all cost, even at risk to their life. See, the requirement is entirely different. It is leadership, it is the team, it is the goal-oriented, it is the courage, it is the confidence, it is the power of expression, because you have to speak continuously to your men. Okay, so why these things are coming into play? Because the job requirement is such, guys. So that's the reason it has been defined that, and it has been researched that a guy who will become an average officer must have these 15 officer-like qualities. Now I will explain to you very briefly, though in the SSB, nobody will ask you about these 15 officer-like qualities. What is this? How many qualities? Nobody will ask you. But you must know that the whole selection process is focused on assessing your officer-like qualities. Do you have in you those officer-like qualities? And guys, can you believe it? In the first about 10-12 minutes, most of the qualities as an interviewing officer will be able to make out whether you possess that or not. And gradually the remaining ones in next 35 to 40 minutes of interview will be pretty sure about you. Look at this. And the same thing through your subconscious mind, through the projective technique, where you project your subconscious mind through those stories, through those different kind of stimulus, through those pictures, through those words, through those situations, you are projecting your personality by your answering, by your writing those stories, because your hero in that story is going to behave exactly like you. If you are introvert, if you are shy, let me tell you, your hero will behave like that naturally. If you are bold and take undue risk, your hero will behave like that. Okay? So, whatever way your hero behaves in the story, that is basically projection of your inner personality. Are you getting me? So, this is the way the psychology judges you. Your words, WATs, will give us an indication that what kind of words, sentences you are framing. Look at this. We will come to know by your WATs what is your depth of mind. What is, how good is your imagination? How good are your ideas? Are you really knowledgeable? We can make out the knowledge standard of yours also. If I give you a word now, everybody will make a sentence, somebody will make a low-level sentence, some will be able to make a mediocre sentence, somebody will make an average sentence, somebody will have real depth in a sentence. See, the quality of sentences will be different. Similarly, the qualities of the stories are going to be different. So that is how the psychologist assesses your inner personality, guys. That is your subconscious mind, which is basically your programmed mind. Because this subconscious mind, you have programmed it right from your childhood, guys. You have not programmed it just in a few days before the SSB. That's why it takes a lot of time to change the personality. That's why I keep telling guys, prepare for SSB minimum 2 years before. Just mentally have in mind, if you guide somebody, tell him to keep the SSB thing in the mind, what happens, how to go about it. If he does it, so his personality starts changing. Can you change it in a month? Yes, some guys are already good, no doubt about it. Some guys are already good. So they just need a bit of push because they already have it in them. That's a different case. They don't need any guidance, they don't need any coaching because they have in their personality, guys. That much also I can tell you. And they will be able to make it, and their qualities come out in the open when they undergo the SSP process. So see that is how your subconscious mind is being tested through those projective techniques. Exactly, your all the officer-like qualities will come out in that. And you don't have to be unduly conscious about it. You have to be genuinely a good person, original person. And obviously your real personality will come out. Now in the GTO task, again, look at this, the kind of task we are doing, all your qualities will come out. Look at in the basic series, your GD1, group discussion 1, group discussion 2. See your power of expression, your knowledge, your sociometry, how you handle each other, how you behave in a group. See, all these qualities are coming out in one task only in GD1. Your depth of knowledge also, what kind of ideas you speak, your power of expression, your body language, your confidence. Look at this, what is not coming in that? The GT will be able to test you. Look at this group planning again. Your military planning, do you possess that analytical mind? Can you prioritize those tasks which have been given, numerous of them? Your qualities are coming out. Your progressive group task, again, the 4 tasks. Again, how do you have really some ideas in you? Do you really interact in a manner which is desired in a group? Are you able to influence the group? Those things come out. What I'm trying to say, guys, all the 3 techniques are focusing on the same officer-like qualities. If you have it, you have it in you, it will come out. You don't have to really work hard for it. It will come out. Yes, you have to perform your best, okay, and it will come out. Okay, guys, now certain questions are there. Before that, I will give you a glimpse of what are these 15 officer-like qualities. You all know, guys, the 15 officer-like qualities have been divided into 4 factors. And very beautifully they have been divided. What is the factor 1? Factor 1 is your qualities of head. So in that, those 4 qualities come out. I will briefly talk about them. What is the factor 2? That's factor 1 is called planning and organizing. How do you plan? You plan with your mind. You plan with your ideas, your analytical thinking. You understand the problem, and then only you can analyze it. Then only you can plan it. Isn't it? See, those qualities come out in the factor 1. That is the qualities of your mind. We'll discuss about them a little later. What is the factor 2? It is the qualities of your heart. See this. The quality is how you mix up, how you behave in a group, how is your social adaptability, how do you cooperate, and how do you thereafter have your sense of responsibility. We'll talk very briefly on them. And factor 3 is your qualities of guts, and it is also called your social effectiveness, how effective you are in a group. Okay, there are 5 qualities in that. And factor 4 is your dynamism, guys. In that there are 3 qualities. So these are the 15 qualities which are observed by all the 3 SSS guys. We are only looking for those. What we do, basically, very interesting job we have. We generally test these qualities in you, and based on that, we make a rough picture of a personality. And we grade these qualities in you. These qualities have some grades with us, and you don't have to know about it. That's our inner, assessment system. So each quality of yours is graded by us, and based on the grading, then we give you the marks. There is a very simple, interesting system you have. We grade them. What grade qualities you have? Yes. So that is how we do. All the 15 qualities are graded by us. Based on the gradings, thereafter we give you the marks. Okay, this is what the selection system. Now, I must have told you many times in my other classes, guys, what we are doing, we are assessing your personality. Now, you will say, sir, I may have developed those qualities, sir, my qualities may not have come out, or various other things, sir, I have been developing it for the last 1 month. The selection system is, if suddenly if you do what we are doing, like an interviewing officer job, which I must have told you guys, what is my job as an interviewing officer? Look, I look at your past, guys. Understand me? We'll look at your past. Okay, past means till date, guys, before coming for the SSB, how you have been behaving, how you have been acting, how you have performed in your life. See, whatever you have been in your past, guys, I want to know that. How good a student you have been, how good a son you have been, how good a boyfriend you have been, how good is you have performed in the field of sports, etc. What all things you have participated. That's why we ask all the questions about your past, guys. You'll ask questions about your family, about your schooling, about your marks, about your hobbies, about your pastime activities, whatnot. Why do we ask this? Just to know, yaar, what kind of person you have been. What kind of person you have been. So look at this. This is what is our endeavor to know. Because if we know that person who is in the past, how was he till date, obviously, based on that, I predict your future. As an interviewing officer, this is what we do. And the psychologist also does the same thing. To a great extent, as far as the teacher is concerned, he is looking at your present performance. Your present performance is also based on your past, guys. Suddenly you can't be confident. Suddenly you can't be very vocal in the group discussion or something. So it has got something to do with your past. So that's the reason we ask all the questions about your past, because your personality has been built over a period of time. Now understand this, guys. Why people do not change? They think that suddenly before the SSB, they will prepare for 15 days, 20 days, which most of you do. And after that, you don't get selected, most of you. You wonder, yeah, what is this? I bloody general knowledge, maine itna tayar kiya, wo kiya. See this. Now look at this, because most of you, if you do superficial preparation, it will not work. It is a personality-based selection, guys. Ultimately, it is your personality which is coming into play. And personality is built over a period of time. It can't suddenly happen. It can't suddenly happen. Guys, remember this. Whatever you are today, the guys who are sitting in front of me, whatever qualities you have now, it's because of your actions of the past. Your past actions had made you now what you are. What you are today is because of your past actions, guys. Simple. What you will be tomorrow is because of your actions of present. That is your preparatory period. What you will be tomorrow is because of your actions now. But problem with the most of the candidates is they don't change their present actions. They carry on जो पहले कर रहे थे. They keep doing the bloody same action now also. How the hell the results will be different? Tell me. This I am unable to explain to the student. Repeatedly I have told them. So many students come to me, and because I keep taking their classes, a lot of questions I handle. Guys, please change your present if you want to change your future. It will not change otherwise. Your past actions has made you what you are today. If you carry on with the same action, you will be the same. Will you be different? Tell me. How will you be different? So for that, for God's sake, change your action. And that is what I am here for. That is what I want to teach you that. How will you change that? In fact, that is what we ask these mentorship club people, number of them, they have been attending my bloody every class, though they have attended all my courses, yet I find them here. So because it's a long drawn process, it doesn't happen just like this, which you people you want, today's youth unfortunately wants just quick results. And he thinks there's something he will do, and because of that, it will, some wonder will happen. It will not happen, guys. Let me tell you what matters in life. The truth is your small actions. It is not one sudden big action. एक महीना preparation करके नहीं होगा कुछ. Your small actions will change your personality, guys. I will tell you how to change. This question you will ask me, I know that. I will tell you what you should do. Your bloody personality will transform. I can give in writing. I'm confident of that. I'm a mentor, not just like that, because a person comes in my contact once, he has to change. Otherwise, he gets a kick. And I'm known to give kicks to my candidates, to my students. If you want to succeed in life, then he has to have that mental frame, not that he comes in and passes the time. I don't like such people because they will end up nowhere again. They will not end up. So guys, now very quickly I will tell you something about, then I will tell you how you can transform your personality. Guys, surprisingly, I will tell you a method, very simple method, through which you can prepare for SLP, through which you can change your personality, you can change your life. Anybody who adopts this, anybody who understands this, there will be a miracle which will take place in his life. Mark my words. And I can thumb the table and tell this with full confidence, 100% surety. Okay, it's like that. In fact, I can, if somebody follows 100%, I can give in writing. The results will be good. So many of my candidates who have been interviewed by me, and I tell them, you will get selected. Look at this. Today morning only I have told one. And why these guys thereafter get selected? Tap, tap. And gives me good news, sir, I've got selected. I know that because he has now come beyond that line. He has come, worked hard to come beyond that. And I can see the change in his personality, guys. Okay? So he's crossed that borderline. A lot of you guys are in the borderline. But you have to cross that borderline to come to the, ambit of a selected candidate. Now, guys, very quickly, factor one, I said qualities of your mind, guys. What is it? The first quality is a very simple one, is your affective intelligence, guys. What is affective intelligence? It's your practical intelligence, your ability to handle day-to-day situations of different complexity. See this, what kind of guys will have a better practical experience? Guys who are more outdoor type, guys who handle the situation at home, guys who take responsibility at home and in the college, guys who have taken a lot of responsibilities in their life, guys who have organized numerous things. Naturally, where is the doubt? They're practical because they know now how to handle a practical situation. Otherwise, a guy who's introvert, a guy who's soft, a guy who's mild, a guy who remains indoor, a guy who doesn't take initiative and take responsibility, his practical intelligence is not going to be good. You see this, आप बोलते हो ये बंदा बड़ा जुगाड़ू है यार, इसको काम दे दो सारा कर देगा. What is that? That's also practical because he knows how well to utilize resources, how well to utilize a particular person, and how to handle a particular task. He knows that. And the second is your reasoning ability, guys. You see this, your reasoning ability, we also test through various of those tests about you. But the main thing to understand the reasoning ability, understand three words. Three words. What is the reasoning ability? See this, it is understanding of the problem. Okay? Whether you understand a particular situation or a particular problem or not, understanding it means grasping it. Some people have a good grasping mind. Immediately they grasp the situation. Even a mathematical situation, they will quickly grasp it. Some people will not be able to comprehend. So this reasoning ability is different in different individuals. So three things you should have: understanding of the problem, analyzing the problem, and prioritizing your actions. Look at this. Understanding, analyzing, and prioritizing. This is what is your reasoning ability. See, anybody who has these three things, any situation, He will be able to find a solution of that. And he will also be able to prioritize his actions. Are you getting me? So guys who are very inquisitive, guys who are fast learners, guys who tend to go into the depth, okay, who are always curious to know things, will have a better reasoning ability. Third is, you guys know that it is the organizing ability. Okay, any task given to you, how do you organize it, guys? Okay, how do you organize it? You know, different people, again, people who have got experience are able to organize the things far better. People who do not have will not be. And let me tell you, even organizing your thoughts is also part of the organizing ability. Everybody can't organize his thoughts. You have to speak on a lecture. In a lecture, if you are able to organize your thoughts, in a group discussion, you are able to organize your thoughts. Then only first thing you organize in your mind, guys. Then you organize in your actions. And after that, you must take on responsibilities, small responsibilities at home, school, college, volunteer for it. And let me tell you, this gives you a lot of experience. Anybody who has not shouldered any responsibility, let me tell you, will have no bloody organizing ability. Why do we give a task to somebody who has been always organizing things? Because we have trust in him. He has proved himself. And last, you understand, guys, that is called the power of expression. Very, very important quality. A leader is not a leader if it doesn't have reasoning ability, and if it doesn't have, because that is the, solutions are found through reasoning ability. And the power of expression, he gives the plan, he takes the action, he guides, and he leads through power of expression, guys. What is power of expression? You guys confuse it with the communication skills. No, it's not. Communication skills, you may have a good communication of speaking English, but that's no power of expression. Guys, listen, the definition of the power of expression is communicating confidently, precisely, to the point, with good body language so that others can understand. The focus in power of expression is understanding by the others. Some guys will say the same thing, but nobody will understand. Some guy will express in a manner with his body language, with his confidence, with his voice, with his modulation, that everybody will understand. Look at that. How people convey their ideas in the group discussion. You saw that. Some guys convey so well, we understand that. Some guys are not, pata nahi bola kya usne yaar. See the difference. And factor 2 is very simple to understand, guys. Qualities of heart. Okay? Qualities of heart. The first is how you adjust social adaptability. It is basically a social adjustment. How you adopt to the different situations. How you adjust with your seniors. How you adjust with your juniors. How you adjust with the different segment of society. An officer, army officer will be equally comfortable with the farmers and equally comfortable with some city boys or some NCC cadets. So there is no problem. He's learned this art of adjusting with everyone. He is equally comfortable with his seniors. At least he is able to adjust to them rather than running away from them. Some guys are just not able to. Some guys are just not able to even speak a word with the strangers. See, this is not a social adaptability. How quickly you adjust or adopt to a different situation. Okay? Then your cooperation. Cooperation is, guys, you understand that? How? Because no task can be done without giving cooperation and taking cooperation. A leader also has to take cooperation, guys. Okay? Not only give cooperation. You have to take cooperation of your all troops, all colleagues. A captain, team captain, can he be successful if he doesn't take the cooperation of all? He should be able to. And he should be able to take the best of the cooperation from them. This is also ability of a leader. Not that he will give his cooperation. Taking cooperation is also a leadership qualities. Understand that? Everybody will be able to, cooperation becomes motivation. Having faith in the purpose. How will it have? Till the time the leader explains it, guys, he will not. And the third quality is very, very important. Okay, very low. One of the core quality that is called sense of responsibility. See, this person as a leader is able to function without bloody supervision, without being told. He assumed this responsibility. Nobody is there to look for him whether he is doing or not. He will do it. And how does he do it? He will do it to the best of his ability. People may say, "Yaar, chhod do karo." No, he will not lead. He can't deceive himself as a leader. How can you deceive? Because you develop a character of an officer, character of a leader. How the leader can do that? You people look left and right, and if the policeman is not there at the traffic light, just vanish. But a person who is responsible, who has sense of he will never go. आप बोलोगे उसको यार वो रुक जाओ 1 मिनट से कुछ नहीं होता बोलेगा नहीं जाएगा आदत है उसकी उसकी उसमें ऐसी आदत आपने बनानी है कि you do not break the rule. A leader will not break that. That's what the sense of responsibility is, guys. And factor 3 is very interesting. It's a social effectiveness. Your effectiveness, your leadership qualities are there in the factor 3. What is that? Initiative, guys. You have the ability and guts. That's why it is called qualities of guts. Factor 3. You have the guts to take the first step. You know, when the situation is very bad and adverse, guys, let me tell you, it is not everybody's cup of tea to take an initiative. Who will take initiative in that? People who have the guts, people who have the faith in themselves, people who have the confidence, people who have the knowledge. See, this initiative also depends on your factor 1. If you do not have knowledge, if you do not understand reasoning ability, how the hell will you take the initiative? Because you have understood the problem and you are taking, because the initiative has to be in the right direction and it has to be a calculated risk, not that a foolhardy action you are taking. So that's what the initiative is. And not only taking initiative, guys, after that the situation will keep unfolding. Because what I'm saying, I can visualize it. Because we have faced numerous situations. You have taken initiative, the situation will keep unfolding, keep bringing new challenges. Okay, new challenges. And the leader who has taken the initiative will keep taking initiative, again in the right direction. It is not that you have taken one initiative, that is the end of it. That is the beginning of it. After that, see this, so many things happen. You have gone on a picnic, you have taken the lead. Okay, I will organize the picnic. Invited a lot of friends. See how much work it is. Taking them, some clearance somewhere, some forest clearance, some place, some objection from somewhere, some villagers. Continuously, you'll have to take the initiative. From where to get stuff, how to get a vehicle coming back, or where to park. See how many initiatives you have to do. So these things will keep unfolding. That's why I say take responsibility, make it a habit, guys. Don't shirk it. Some guys have, yaar, main kyun karu yaar, usko chhod do. Arey yaar, you also join. By avoiding responsibilities, how you are avoiding your own life. You are virtually avoiding yourself. So that's the initiative. Second is confidence, guys, you understand. Confidence is very evidently seen. Interviewing officer judges it in 5 minutes. GTO also will be able to see during the basic series only. Psychologists will also be able to make up your level of self-confidence. How much faith you have in yourself. See this. Are you confident of doing a thing? Your speech will tell you how confident a person is there. You people speak three lines now. I will tell you how much confident who is. What is there in that? That has been our job. So we will get the vibes from you about your confidence. Your vibes will tell us his level of confidence is what. So your confidence also comes out of numerous quality. Your confidence again comes out from your reasoning ability, from your practical intelligence, from your organizing ability, from your power of expression, guys, from your initiative. These all contribute to your confidence. Do you think you'll be confident if you can't speak a word? Will you be confident? Tell me. Do you think if your upper story is not there, will you be confident? See this, the qualities are interconnected. Okay. Now, guys, the third is speed of decision. Again, see the speed of decision. How quickly you take a decision? Because of reasoning ability, because of effective intelligence, because of initiative, because of confidence. You will take quick decision. अगर ये चीजें नहीं होंगी, ये भी नहीं हो. See this. This will also not be there in you. Okay, you will be taking a wrong decision perhaps. And guys, the next quality is again a very, very important quality, like reasoning ability, like power of expression, like sense of responsibility. It is called the ability to influence the group.
You can now download the SSB SureShot app from Google Play Store to access online courses related to SSB, personality development and written exams like NDA, CDS, AFCAT and plenty of other preparation material. For a limited time period, you can apply the coupon code SureShot20 to get a flat 20% discount on all the courses. Hurry up and become a part of the SureShot family.